All right, so it's a little windy out here. Hopefully this isn't too bad. But one of the things that I wanted to bring up today in my training and that I'm working on is working on my tan, trying to get rid of that tan line because you know that's no good. Nobody likes that on video. The main thing I'm working on today, and this is something I train a ton in practice, is I try to put myself in extremely uncomfortable, difficult positions, such as like right now I have a 15-yard no shoot and I have a 35-yard 6-inch plate. The goal here is not to make it easier, is to not to draw on an open target, not to draw on something close. I am trying to force myself to draw and leave on a no shoot and then come in and shoot at that 35-yard 6-inch plate that's farther away. Now, why am I doing that? Because it helps me build patience. This is one of the things where I struggle a lot, is just being patient, not rushing, right? Like not knowing myself, knowing my weaknesses. It's definitely impatience, being impatient on certain things. So one of the things I'm working on is that, trying to build patience and basically setting up a mental cue every time I enter a position. Now, obviously a 6-inch plate coming in hot, trying to enter and shoot it is not going to be 1-for-1. You're not always going to crush that. The goal here is to be mentally set up for that entry, which is what I really care about. I don't really care about per se, like that I hit it every time. It's what did I mentally, why did I miss it? Was I rushing or did I just miss? Did I move the gun? There's all these little things that you can start to break down. But this is one of the things as a grandmaster that you don't really come out here and practice your grip. You don't really come out here and practice, things that have the fundamentals if you already have those down. You're more or less working on trying to finish the mental part of the game, right? Trying to work on that. So here we go. Let's get after it. I'm going to show you an example of what I'm talking about. So I shot just above the plate. It was directly straight up and down, but I was just above the plate. That time I was really settled. I just pulled the trigger a little bit too early. Never stop the dot on the steel. That's where the miss comes from. 2 makeup shots and the splits on those, which is what's just killing you. 63, 67, killer. That just absolutely murder you. All alphas on the no shoot so far. Super patient there. Hands are getting a little sloppy. It's very hot today. So that time, it was a 180 transition versus a 175 on the last one, but this time with a hit. So again, what I'm perceiving as fast by just sending around is actually not faster, right? A 0.5 difference with a guaranteed hit versus a 63 makeup shot and a 65 makeup shot is what kills you in these major matches against the guys that do have patience. Every time, if you're just patient, it's 1-for-1. That was a 177. So now I'm at exactly where I want to be. Finding that little bit of patience is what's making the difference in a hit or a miss. Again, I'm not throwing rounds 6 feet off. I'm not 6 to 8 inches off on this steel. I'm right next to the steel. I'm just not stopping, giving myself that 0.10, 0.05, obviously in these examples, to hit that steel. I mean, it's just a small little amount between a hit or a miss that makes huge dividends in your scores. All right, if you got any questions, hit me up in those comments and I'll see you on the range.
Let's go!